Well, hi. You didn't do it.
I didn't do what?
You didn't turn on our little thing.
No, I
Hey,
didn't.
everybody.
I never did hit go live, did I?
No, you hit go live. You just didn't turn on our.
No, I didn't do go live with the banner running.
Right.
Because I suck at this.
Oh, goodness. Hey, everybody. We a little scattered. The horse is in the
What
floor
else is
snoring.
new?
Good morning to Jody. I can't see. And I don't have anybody go fetch my glasses.
Here, I can't talk. You'd wear my glasses.
No. You got to be able to at least read. Whew. Y'all, we've made it halfway through the week. This has been the longest Friday for a Wednesday. No, that's not right. It's been the longest Monday for a Wednesday. Is that better?
Say it wasn't nothing like a Friday.
Is that better? It's been a long day.
Here's you some notes since I can't talk.
Yep, time for the doctor, Nick. I told him today he needs to go to the doctor. He is still sick. He has not gotten any sleep or anything.
That's not helping.
So it is time for him to go to the doctor.
I'm going to scroll these back up a little bit. I see everybody coming in saying hello. We had some questions. Amanda wants to know how old are the kids?
Mackenzie's about to be 15. Chance is 9 and Rhett is 5. Hey, Catherine. And
there's 2 Catherines in a row. One from Philadelphia and one from Billingsley.
G&G say go to the doctor. Nurse's orders. He needs to. He's going to get worse.
All right. Edie is asking about the storm. I got that in the notes. If you want to go ahead and talk about it, you definitely can.
Okay. Well, the storms moved through pretty late last night. I think it was around 11:30.
We left the house at 11:15.
Okay, so it was probably
10:30.
10:45. We had tornado come through. We ourselves were not affected by it. One of Nick's friends that lives right down the road from Catherine at G&G Farms, he lost his entire barn. It was a tangled mess in
barn and shop, yeah.
In the power lines. It was kind of scary last night. So we as soon as the storm passed, we left the 2 youngest asleep. Mackenzie babysat with them, and we ran to the farm, and everybody was good. What?
You gotta look at the camera once in a while.
Well, baby, I can't see good. Am I missing something?
Yeah, I'll read them to you. You just look at the camera and talk.
Okay.
Because I can't talk, so I'll read the questions to you. You look at the camera and talk.
Yeah, everything was okay. I mean, everybody was wet because, of course, they were running around doing animal things, but they did have shelter to get under. They just didn't.
Yeah, they didn't bother. Laura said, did you get the cows back together?
We did. So if you didn't check out the video, we have all the cows. Well, all of them, all 3 of them.
Yeah, you're supposed to watch the video.
All 3 of them. Hey, Grounds family. All 3 of them are in the electric fence now, and they are thriving there. They are all happy doing what they're supposed to be doing, just cowing around. And every time I see them, I just smile because they have a pretty view, and looking at them in that pasture is just, it's really pretty. Read that.
When Scott said it doesn't get any better, I know I'm on second round of antibiotics, cough, and sinuses. So when I had pneumonia, I went through 3 rounds of antibiotics and still never got rid of all of it. So I'm not in a hurry.
I told him he needs to go. He needs to go. We can't deal with this all the time. What else?
You can read them right there. It'll make you look toward the camera
I
once in a while.
can't see.
You can see.
I watched it, and they would really love to kiss, and I would really love to kiss that big, beautiful rooster. We have some pretty roosters, don't we?
And that one is pretty harmless. The one Miss Sue's talking about, he's pretty harmless.
He is. We don't have any trouble out of our roosters. I know I say that, and now we'll start having trouble with them, but
Probably.
we have not. We hatched every one of our roosters, and we've not had any trouble.
Not out of those.
Right. Oh, yeah, not out of those. Now, we've had rooster trouble before, but not out of those. Do we have mulligan tincture? I can't ever say that word. We do not, but we do have mulligan.
A lot of it in the pasture. We've just never made a tincture out of it.
Tincture?
Yeah.
Tincture? I don't want to work on that right now. Pneumonia takes 6 months to a year to recover. I think every time Nick's is on recovery end, it comes back.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I don't rest enough to let it completely heal. So I'm doing it to myself. But Zoe won't let me rest.
Hey, Belt Loop. Tornado touched down and hit a horse farm about 15 miles from me and destroyed the barns. I hate that because all it takes is just, one little spin up and here I go already.
That took long. We are 8 minutes into the live before Zoe started yawning. 7 minutes. I'm sorry, not 8. 7 minutes.
Hi, Heather.
Into the live before you started yawning.
I'm sorry. Hi, Cynthia. She's going to order you to the doctor. She's going to get you some tincture.
Well, we've got plenty of that in the pasture. Maybe you just need to learn how to make it.
Yeah. I know it's really good. Like Tracy has always said, if you dry the leaves, but they're not fully grown right now. They're not in their prime of growth. When they're full and they got the little buds all over the top, you pull the buds, you let them dry, and then you smoke them. And it releases all that phlegm and congestion in your chest.
Smoke them with what? Like in a pipe?
I guess you could, or wrap it in some kind of cigar wrap or something.
Huh.
And something you smoke, but Tracy talks about it a lot. You can, when you have all that in your chest, it gets in there and it loosens it up and it makes you.
I'll ask Tracy how to do it.
And it's in a natural way. It's not like drugs. I don't want anybody thinking
I'm not putting it in the posay, Catherine. It's growing wild in the pasture.
Oh, man,
I take a hoe around
pasture.
trying to kill
it.
Zoe told me it had medicinal purposes. I was walking around with a hoe trying to kill it.
Your dad used to try to pull up as much of it as he could, and then we found out, so we quit doing that. Got pretty bad here in Middle Tennessee with the storms. What I'm mad about is this cold snap. Tomorrow's high is 45. I want to be outside mowing and starting my garden. Yes, me too. I went out today and it was chilly out there.
I think we've got high 30s the next 2 nights, and that's about the extent of it.
Belt Loop's afraid they get addicted. I don't know.
Who was talking about on a video smoking grapevines?
Oh, who was that?
Was that Cassie?
Yeah, when she was little. When she was younger, they'd smoke grapevines. She said I was young.
I thought it was.
That's funny. Is it blackberry winter?
I don't really think so because that would mean you get another cold snap behind it, and
Well,
I really don't think we're gonna get that.
You know,
We could.
they always say not to plant before Easter. Easter came a month early.
Well,
So we still technically have a month for the weather to do all these unpredictable things because it's usually not till Mackenzie's birthday that Easter's here.
well, Easter does fluctuate, and they always said to wait till Good Friday. But there's one good thing that you look for, and that's pecan trees budding out, and they are.
Are they?
Yep. The pecan trees are getting buds on them, so
Hey,
I
Christy.
really think this is probably all. I mean, this is probably all we're gonna
I
have.
saw Kayla on here a second ago. I want to tell her hey because I forgot.
Okay.
Jason says wait for the pecan tree.
I just said that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the pecan trees are getting buds on them.
Beltloop said what kind of tomatoes are you
Catherine
planting?
agrees with me. She
Yeah.
thinks this is it for the cold snap. My main one for producing is going to be the Hostinator this year from Hoss Tools. That's my main one for producing. I know you got some other varieties, and we ordered some more from them. Maybe some Better Boys or something like that. Who knows? But no, we want to do those Paul Robesons.
Yes, I love, and the mortgage lifters are real good.
Yeah.
I like big, hearty tomatoes. One thing that I haven't been able to find, I can't remember the name of them, but they're little bitty tiny tomatoes, and I really would like to try those. And they're not.
The Sun Golds?
It's not what they were called.
Oh.
They're like little bitty. And I really want them because I love to eat tomatoes as a snack. Like I like snacking on tomatoes, little bitty ones. And these were like supposed to be a little bit bigger than maybe your English peas or something that I've really wanted to try. And spoon tomatoes, yeah, same idea. A little bit smaller than cherry tomatoes, smaller than the grape tomatoes. You know, those are quarter size, and we're talking like dime size. And I've looked at them over and over, and I think I might have bought seeds last year for it, but I don't think I planted them.
I don't think you planted anything that small last year.
Well, I think I got them to be a container. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I got them to be a container plant, and it we didn't do any container planting last year. It's going fast.
Just potatoes. I'm holding you a question right there.
So now we have Shadow. Will we get him a girlfriend? I am on the look for a girl. Now we have something else that. How do I approach that? We have the ability to get 2 boys.
Opportunity.
The opportunity to get 2 boys. And
we're indecisive.
Yeah.
If that's what we want to do. Because we need to go ahead and get Shadow a companion.
Yes.
The companion we found, the owner wants them to go together, and I don't know that I want to have 3 boys.
Right, yeah.
And no females at all, and still have to invest in females.
Right.
I'm fine with having multiple males and separating them out and having a few females, but to start off with just 3 boys, I'm iffy about it. I'm undecided.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know if I
that's-
like that idea that much.
It's a lot of money to put into having just males.
No, belt loop. It would be 3
What
boys,
is
not
that noise?
2 to 1. I don't know. Probably Hoss doing something.
He's asleep. But we like I just saw Londa say, but if we get a girl, we got to keep them separate,
That's right.
and or he'll breed her
I
to
know.
death. So then again, you're like, he's still gonna be kind of by himself. So Shadow is an alpaca. For those who don't know, we brought home a. Is he still considered a cria?
That's what they called him.
Being 5 months old, but he needs a friend. He does, and I really want to get the boys. I just nervous about it, but I got to do something. Shadow's got to have friends. Yes, until a year.
Maggie said, "Congrats on my new tool."
His tool toy.
Now we do know that we're going to have to keep them separated, no doubt. There'll be a fence in between them. I would like to have multiples of each. 2 boys and multiple girls, whatever.
Hey, Mom.
I just don't know that I want to start out with 3 boys because that just puts us further behind the 8 ball. And I know you want to, but I don't want to agree to keep those 2 males together and then sell one of them later when I said I would keep them together.
Right.
I don't want to do that either.
I wonder if he could be in a pen with a girl until he is breeding.
Were you answering Belt Loop when you said it was alpacas?
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder if he could be in with a female until he was breeding age.
You'd have to ask Londa. See, I got behind.
You're fine.
Well, I'm trying to catch you up now. I don't want to get as behind as like Kevin or something.
Yeah. Or somebody's already asleep by the time.
Pam, I don't think we would talk Daniel out of Reba.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
I don't know that we would pull that off. There's a good chance, and I'm just going to be honest, even though I'm not crazy about the idea, I think there is going to be a good possibility that we probably do end up with the other 2 males. I'm just not crazy about it.
Okay, so Londa said you have to have a laneway between the pastures because they'll breed through the fence. Yes, but
that's my plan anyway, because that's how we're going to be able to get them back and forth to the barn is a lane between the pastures.
Because they can start as early as 6 months, so that would not be beneficial to us now. Maybe think about getting just one other boy for now.
Well go ahead. Go ahead.
The lady that we've been talking to, that she's very knowledgeable, and we know that her alpacas are cared for and loved. She has 2 that would need to go together because they've always been together.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are. It's a 2 or none deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to just buy them from any random person.
If it was just one other male, it's a no-brainer.
Right.
It's the fact that the 2 are like a package deal where I'm debating having 3.
Right.
I don't know that I want 3 males, but it may just be the decision to make for now.
Right, for the sake of him having companionship.
Yeah.
But right now, he is having fun with the goats. He is loving goat time. They run and they play, and
he's still a baby.
He is, and it's so fun to watch him. Would those 2 gang up on him? I don't know. But how did she explain that to me? Do you remember? because they're not the alphas now. And she said that sometimes when you rehome them, even if there was any aggression now, a lot of that will change too when you rehome them, because it's like they're having to start over and it resets in their mind.
But somebody's going to want to be the alpha.
Right. And if they're bigger than him, which they are,
I don't think it would be a danger thing, though.
she said they'll be a little kerfuffle until they establish a pecking
Yeah,
order.
that's going to be with any animal.
Right.
I don't think there's like a dangerous situation for it.
Right. It's like goats. We've got goats that's been there their whole life, and then we got new goats, and they're all button heads, and everybody's just trying to find their place. What?
I don't see where video is lagging. Laura said audio is good, but video's lagging. I'm not seeing any lagging on it.
I hope not. I'm running off of our phone.
Which is usually not an
Catherine
issue.
said, I think he might already be there with the pneumonia. I believe this, and this is my point of view, but Nick may have COVID lung, and pneumonia is easy to get and keep. Yes.
Well, you're cheating by the fact that Zoe's already told you I got COVID lung. And yes, the doctor told me that it would take a long, long time for me to heal. But that I needed to rest, and I didn't do that. So I can't expect to be healed if I didn't rest. But yes, I did have COVID lung. She showed me what it looked like on the x-ray.
Gilda said, wouldn't the goats be his companions until he's old enough to breed? So something about alpacas is they really, really need some of their own.
She said, I didn't remember that. Cheater.
That alpacas really need their own. They can feel like out of sorts without that companion. It's kind of like people, or it's, I don't know how to compare it, but if you, he's an alpaca running with a herd of goats. He's just kind of missing his friend. He needs more.
I don't want it to be like that for very long.
Right, because if he can be happier than he is now, then why not do that?
Yeah.
He's going to be happier with more of his kind. Londa said he'll stress himself to death. That's right, because they feel like they are always victim of prey.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
They will fall prey easily. What am I saying? Help me! I'm trying to.
I have no idea what you're saying.
They're at the bottom of the food chain in their world, and only really feel safe in a herd.
There you go. I have no idea what you were trying to say.
It's easier to become prey as a loner versus in a group.
Right.
Oh, I'm struggling tonight.
Because I'm not talking for you.
I know.
People get on to me for interrupting you, and they don't know that that's my job.
I need you to step up here and do your job. You got to put words together for me.
All those people that get on to me for interrupting Zoe don't know that that's my job. That's what she expects me to do.
Now, I could talk with Marie and see what Marie has at random, because she's got lots of animals.
Good. All right, there's Catherine a question for you, Zoe. You can answer this one without me doing any work.
I thought you meant it was a question for Catherine.
No, for you.
Did the weather create goat babies? No. No goat babies. Did you have goat babies? Because I think the weather bariatric pressure. Bariatric? That is not right either.
No, it's not. It's barometric. Bariatric is way low.
I know. Oh, Lord mercy. I am struggling.
That's another Zoeism.
barometric. Is that right? That's what
Yeah,
it
you
says.
got it right there.
I thought the change in the weather was gonna create us some little babies, but there was none.
I was saying,
Y'all,
Lonnie said Zoeism. That bariatric pressure caused goat birth.
Ginger said Chad has both on his farm. They all get along even with the cattle, but you will also see them off by themselves as a group without the rest, especially at night. That's right. Rita said Snacky. That's Rita. She's on my side. Yep, weather causes that. Every time we have somebody that is very pregnant, they always have their baby when there's weather.
Yep, no doubt. If you have a storm, you're getting one.
Yep, but we did not last month.
Kimberly said, hang in there, Zoe. You're doing great.
I'm here for it.
So you're probably expecting how many?
Oh, I think I've got at least 5 mamas.
I know that you confirmed to me 4 the other day.
Yeah, there's for sure some. Why does that thing keep doing that?
Because somebody's sending you messages. It's a spam. Anytime you get a message notification from a name that you can't pronounce followed by a bunch of numbers, it's spam.
Oh. Hi, Loma.
I was not convinced.
Cheryl blessed my heart. She's probably going like this.
I wasn't sure that you weren't going to get out there this morning and not have babies. Once you got the daylight.
I know, I
really
did too.
bad
I
babies.
pulled in thinking I was going to find some on the ground, and I did not. So let's just see if we have another cold spell. That way they can go out there and have babies in the cold.
It won't be that cold.
A book of Zoeisms.
Charlotte, we tried to do a shirt one time and we couldn't figure out how to fit them all on there.
Well, that book ain't going to sell very good.
I bet it would. Once people found out what a Zoeism was.
You know what would be even funnier?
That would be like one of those toilet readers.
An audio book.
Where you actually have to say the Zoeism. Then they're not going to know what you're saying.
I know. She really thought Daisy was last night.
Oh,
I
Daisy,
did too.
that
I was really
I thought Daisy was just fat.
That's what I told her. We thought Daisy's one of those that's pregnant for 12 years past her due
Yeah,
date.
you can't tell she's pregnant or not because she stays fat.
Well, she was pregnant. That week seemed like a year. Remember? We thought she was in labor every time we saw her. You
stayed with her 2 different nights.
Yeah. And then we went to church and come home and there's babies out there.
There they were.
You do the Zoeism shirt as a word cloud. Yeah.
Yeah. Connie said you can't be smacking on me. I'm sickly.
Oh, don't fall for it, Connie. Don't let that pull you down. She even fell yesterday. Yeah, she told me she fell and couldn't get up. She was so big, she just fell. I was like, oh no. Oh, that would be cute. Farmer Rep for President t-shirt.
Well, since we're talking about president, there's you a note in there. I want you to get to it and talk about that.
Oh, so you guys saw the reel from today. Was it today? Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Well, it picked up some traction this morning, and Nick got 11,000 views on his reel of him drinking out of the cow water tank thing, trough. And, once you start...
The cow water thing.
Tank trough. Once you start picking up a little traction, that means people who don't know you or watch your channel start leaving comments. Those are the comments that you want to feed on, because that's the ones where people want to argue with you about stupidity. So, where's the actual comment?
This one was good. I don't know.
Well, Nicholas. Here, find the comment for me. So this guy,
Really?
yeah. So this guy wanted to get political about it, about Nick taking a drink out of the cow water.
Got me talking too much.
Here.
You hand it to me, now you get to wait on me.
I don't know how to work your phone.
It's the same phone you have.
You're talking too much. Just hand me the phone. Okay. So this
I
guy,
had to turn it down. Well, maybe you can't have it on I haven't responded. Because I have.
what? Anyway, your mama said it kind of surprised her because you're so picky about germs. I know. Betty said Lester made you sick.
Lester did make me sick.
Well, this guy, hey Cliff, he took it a little bit political on us. Jody thinks you need to go to the hospital, and I think that too.
Well, I'm not.
If you had a cup of moonshine in it, you'd feel better. Oh, if that cup had moonshine, you'd feel better.
There you go, Zoe.
Okay, you scroll up because I was missing something.
Okay.
So Sean said, nope. He said, nope, don't do this. He's a Trump voter. Bless his heart. Cows are the leading cause of E. coli contamination in the U.S. I said, shaking my head, the E. coli contamination will turn you into a Trump voter. Don't do it. He said, no, that just set the groundwork for people to understand your intelligence. You know, because Trump won with the poorly educated. He said, you're so right. Nick said, you're so right. Keeping clean water for your animals must make you a complete idiot. Glad you set me straight. So apparently.
Wait, Pam, I was sick before that. That was just joking. And this, y'all, this is nothing but allergies and drainage. It's not a big deal.
It is a big deal because he's not getting better and he can't even sleep in the big bed. He has to sleep in the living room sitting up, and he coughs all the time and he can't talk and he's tired.
When we get back to the comment.
No, I want everybody to tell you what you need to go to the doctor sooner than later.
So the reason that you didn't hear a response that was political is because I'm not getting political on my channel.
Mm-mm.
I'm not bringing politics into this. So, I wouldn't.
You didn't play into what he wanted to.
I wouldn't play with him. But I did make fun of him for questioning my intelligence. So, anyway. You got them stirred up about going to the doctor, and you're supposed to be talking about this stupid comment.
You won't listen to me. Maybe you'll listen to them.
I told you if I wasn't better by Monday.
Monday! It's Wednesday, Nicholas.
Here, read the notes.
Today
and talking
is
about
Wednesday.
Going to the doctor.
We are not waiting a week to go to the doctor.
Would you stick with the notes and quit talking about the doctor?
See,
no, I do not have a
little
feeling.
bit warm. Nick may need a steroid. Y'all, I'm telling you. Coughing is also hard on your heart.
Zoe.
You need a breathing treatment and go to the hospital. Zoe. For peace of mind, if nothing else, just go. They're going to be messaging me, asking me all night long if you went.
Get back to the nose.
So, okay, somebody had asked us about a wish list for our kids. And
yeah. I wasn't sure how to answer that.
I didn't either, because at first I'm like, well, that sounds kind of needy. Or Beggy. Is that even? I don't know. You know,
We
I've
don't
never-
need any more Zoeisms. Would you please just speak English?
Kevin said he feels bad for you.
Well, Zoe started this on live instead of just reading my comment.
So I'll have to go back and read because they
They
love
said
you.
the same thing over and over. You ain't got to go back and read.
Aren't you the same person that just got over pneumonia?
Yes. Well, I don't know that I ever got over it.
And you need a swift kick in the hiney. Come on, Mr. Stubborn. We're all worried about you. Make us all feel better.
Oh, so now you can read just fine.
Yeah, for some reason,
Well, a while ago you couldn't see the
my
screen.
eyes are open. I am no longer blind.
You couldn't see the screen until there was a bunch of stuff that agreed with you, and then all of a sudden you can see every word.
I can't see every one of them, just the ones I need to see. Loma said take you out to eat, which means to the doctor.
Well, I would know that was a lie because Zoe don't take me out to eat.
I brought you dinner.
You went and picked up dinner.
Well, it's going to be sad when Nick drank from the cow tank and all the cows get sick from him drinking after him. My poor dog, my poor cows.
Zoe, I hope Catherine was joking.
Okay, I quit. I won't do it no
Thank
more.
you. Now go ahead.
So,
Oh, she did say she was just kidding.
well, somebody did ask us about a wish list for the kids, and we didn't want it to come across being, like we're asking people to buy them anything. They don't need anything.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to answer that question because if you put, I know a lot of people do because they're asked for it. Like, I think maybe Case and Eddie has a wish list or something because people ask
Right.
for that. But I just kind of took the impression that if we put one out there, it's like you're asking people to do it. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they need to do that.
Joan said you don't want to go to the ER, but you might really be in the hospital before Monday. My daughter played around with pneumonia and wound up on a ventilator for a week. Jody said, "Are we like this in real life?"
That's what I wanted you to read, Jody's.
Yes, we are.
Pretty much, Jody. That's how we get along.
Look,
Kind of said yes, they are.
It's like this all the time. I drive him nuts, and
I'm always stubborn.
and he's always grouchy.
You're always
he's always
grouchy.
lovely. He's so lovely.
I'm not always grouchy. Zoe, I can still see you.
You didn't see me in person, though.
But I can still see you on the screen. There's a camera pointed at your face.
I look at myself in the screen. You're supposed to look at yourself. So, our shorts. Most men, you have to drag them to the doctor. Yeah. She said, yeah, but you'll drag her for a prank in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Kimberly said that she's thinking the kids' wish list is for Daddy to go to the doctor.
Daddy's got to go to work.
Not tonight.
Not going to the doctor tonight.
Okay. So Rhett got to drive the tractor. Rhett drives the tractor a lot.
He does. We just don't put it on video a lot, which is probably going to get us dinged with YouTube.
It can, yes. I know the walkers.
Uh-oh. Karen just said, are you the ones who pranked Coghill?
Yes. Us and Catherine at G&G Farm.
Catherine that's on here was the one in the costume.
Oh, no. Charlotte said we crack her up. She loves our bantering, but it hurts to laugh since she's recuperating from back surgery.
Oh, I'm sorry. Behave, Zoe. You need to behave. Not hurt her until she's recuperated from back surgery.
But
Anyway, move on.
well, Farmer Rhett driving the tractor, he does that a lot because he could get us anywhere we needed to get on that farm. He knows how. He just can't reach the pedal. Well, he could if he stood up, but then the tractor wouldn't be engaged. You have to be seated for the tractor to be engaged.
Yeah.
If he could reach the pedals, he would.
He'd do it on his own.
He could do it on his own. He knows how to back it up and squeeze it in between stuff, how to dump it, and anything he needs to do, he can do it. He just can't reach the pedals and the steering wheel at the same time.
He knows what needs to be done. He just physically can't yet.
Right. So he sits in our lap and he does all the steering. You tell him where you're going or what you're doing, and he's going to get you there.
Yep.
He's just because he's been driving it since he was tiny. You know, out in the pasture, you just let him have the steering wheel, and he's taught himself how to do it. So today's reel was Jack. Me and Jack.
Jack smiling.
Having a conversation. I got to get him a toothbrush. He had a little bit of stuff in his teeth. She just put two and two together. Catherine said, I laughed so hard that night. Brooke called me and they were literally laughing hysterically.
So Karen just figured it out. She just realized who it was. That's why our baby goat is named Littlefoot. That's where that came from.
Yeah. Because Catherine was the one that found our new baby goat, and Catherine is Littlefoot. Can I send Chance his own ruler? Farmer Rhett wasn't sharing his. Yeah, Farmer Rhett and Chance, they don't see eye to eye most of the time.
Well, I know this is going to sound bad, but Rhett can read a tape measure.
He can.
Chance can't.
He cannot.
Chance can't read a tape measure. Rhett can't. So even his little toy one, he's not giving it up because he knows Bubba doesn't know what the numbers mean.
So a lot of people, because we don't have Chance in a lot of stuff, Chance has severe ADHD.
Yeah.
Which has it affects his speech. Well, I don't know about that, but it's going hand in hand. He
can speak when he'll slow down to form his words.
Right. If he's just talking without thinking about it,
yeah,
it's hard to understand. Like, we're used to his lazy English and we know what he's saying, but talking to other people, it's hard to put together his sentences. You know, you kind of have to piece it together and figure it out. Now, if we tell him to slow down and think about it and he actually thinks it, he can say it clearly. But with that has affected his reading is affected, his writing skills. There's a lot of different things that play with him. So if we put him, just letting him talk and talk, people don't know what he's saying. So him working is fine. But it takes a lot of repetitive for him to try to comprehend things.
Yeah.
Rhett naturally picks up on a lot of this stuff because he's not affected by those same disabilities that Chance has got. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Chance has to take medicine every day to slow his brain down so that he can function. Schoolwork, sports, we have a regimen with him. At the farm, a lot of times we don't require him to be on his medicine because there he can run and do and just kind of get all that energy out. And so he might be bouncing off the walls when we're doing certain things. So with Rhett, though, somebody said he's a sponge. He is. Rhett takes it in. He wants to when Chance wants to learn about something, we're open to it. But most of the time, if he don't want to, he's not going to be part of it. And with Rhett wants to help Daddy. He wants to have his hands in it.
He wants to do it.
He wants to do it.
Let me do it.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
Yep. So they were both going to ride in the truck with me that day. Mac was until she found out the boys were. That's right.
Yeah, she ain't going where the boys are going.
No. No. Bye, Tina.
Jody said her granddaughter takes 4 different tablets for ADHD.
I can understand. Chance is on a 3-a-day medicine, but it's also probably about time to adjust that some.
Yeah, it's probably time for a little bit of adjustment because it's not as effective as it was.
Right. But Chance also loves to be around the animals. He'll get out there and, mess around, run around with them, things that Mackenzie's not going to get out there and run with them.
No, the problem is that a lot of times you have to make Chance not run because he keeps them stirred up. And
yeah.
Running with the dogs is fine. Running, chasing goats is not good. So we have to keep him reeled in from that kind of stuff.
They all have their own quirks and their own, just like any siblings. Rhett is Daddy's boy, and Chance loves Mama fiercely,
Bye, Catherine.
Mackenzie, she's Rhett's best friend, and she's, my right hand when Daddy's not there. So it's just...
They all have different dynamics. We just have to...
Yeah, dynamics.
A lot of time we have to... even if Chance is in it, sometimes we have to edit it out because of...
It can get a little chaotic.
He'll either be talking and just start gibberish and you can't understand him, or everything just went completely chaos.
Yeah.
So we'll have to, hey, back off, let's do this, let's do that. So if he's
we
in
don't
it,
want him
it has to be very task oriented for him to be in it. It can't be random.
Right. We want him to we don't want negative comments from his behavior when we're just doing things.
Well, his behavior is helped with his medication, but if he's at the farm and not on it, people will get a different perception.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. It is what it is. We all, everybody's got their things in their family, and that's ours. So we pick and choose what's shared, and
I don't think we've ever talked about that before.
We have not. I think we should have started medicines a long time ago, but we have found the one that works for him, and we can't really go any other route because that's the only one we found that works. No, MC, you're fine. We don't have any issues talking about it. It's just never something we've addressed before.
Yeah, I just don't think it's ever come up. People would ask, and we're like, well, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But because he has so much energy all the time, a lot of times when y'all see us working on something, if you listen closely, you can hear Chance beating on trees with a stick or something.
Yes.
He's way off somewhere. You have to call him to get him to do a job.
Yes, you have to find him. You
give him a specific job. But if you don't, then he just wanders off. And
he'll be in a tree. He'll be beating on stuff like drums.
He's somewhere tearing something up.
Yeah, really. And he doesn't know he's tearing it up. He's just... or not intentionally tearing up something. It's just how rough he is.
But now, like gathering his cows up.
Excuse me.
with the cows being loose and we needed to round them up, Chance has that energy where he can run just constantly.
Right.
So that fits him. Chance, we need you to make the cows turn this way. Well, he can do that.
Yeah.
Now, if it comes time to slow down and just pace them in, now he has trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets antsy. But he has one task. You don't say, I need you to do A, B, and then C.
Yeah, you don't give him a list.
You do A. And once that A is completed, okay, now you've done that, I need you to do this.
That's right.
But you don't say, go get the cows, put them in the fence, and give them food.
Yeah.
No. You get the cows in the fence, and then I'll tell you what's next. That way he doesn't have to think about A, B, and C. He only thinks about A.
He doesn't do lists.
No. No. Now, Rhett, you tell him, I don't know, something, but he's going to do A, B, C, and then he'll do C1 because that's what Rhett wanted to do.
Because that was Rhett's way to do it.
She said, does he wake up earlier in the morning?
Not typically.
No. No. I usually have to wake him up. If I had that kind of energy, I'd rule the world. Me too. We get tired just watching him like, oh, is he done yet?
I tell him all the time that he's wearing me out. I say, Chance, you're wearing me out, son.
Yeah.
Sit down somewhere.
He did a great job helping with the cows.
Well, that's his kind of task.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, I would have to beg to take the side-by-side and drive it to ride to the barn to get me a hammer. Mackenzie, I need you to take the side-by-side. Well, it's still going to be too much effort to get in the side-by-side and drive down there. But I can tell Chance, run down there to the barn and get me a hammer.
And there he goes.
And he'll run all the way down there.
And all the way back.
The only problem is when he gets to the barn, he's probably have forgotten that I said hammer.
Or that you said red hammer.
So he'll come back with a shovel. Chance, why do you have a shovel? That's what you told me to get. Now I said get a hammer.
Yeah.
See?
That's right, LaDonna. It's the team thing. Yeah, everything frustrates her and everybody is on her nerves. She's going to be so mad when she watches this after a while. They're at church tonight, so she's going to be mad.
The thing with Mackenzie is I know I can count on her. I just may have to threaten her.
Right.
Like, if I need something done, like, I'll give a good example. Putting those Lockjaw clips on.
Yeah.
I told her, Mac, I need you to clip that fence. Well, I knew that she would clip the fence. She may skip some, and I have to tell her to go back fill in the gaps because that teen lazy is still there.
Yeah.
But she's going to do the job. I know that. If I said, Chance, go clip the fence, he would have went and climbed it and forgot all about the clipping part.
He would have.
Tore it down, broke the post, bent the T-post.
And lost all the clips. That's very true.
So that's kind of what we're dealing with. And I would have said, Rhett, go clip the fence. And
he would have ignored you.
Rhett would have went and done something totally different with the clips because that's what Rhett wanted to do.
He would have went and got on the swing set.
So anyway, we got just totally different dynamics there.
We do. And that's okay. That means they're all their own thing.
But I do know that I can count on Mackenzie. It's just, it probably looks like she's working a lot harder on videos because in every video she's busy.
She is. But
so she stays relatively busy.
She does.
But I call her Rabbit. If her feet stop moving, she sits down. And then her face gets red because she don't like being called Rabbit.
No. Yeah, you get on her nerves.
But they're all three extremely different.
They are. It's so funny to think about all that. Goodness.
LaDonna says she's going to start wanting to do things for money if she can go out with her teen friends.
While we were in Oklahoma,
I was going to say that.
we were in Oklahoma, and she's always had to. Everything we do, she has to babysit. Like, they are good kids. We always.
Well, Rhett not.
Rhett
Rhett's bad.
Rhett wants to be with Mackenzie. Mackenzie wants to do whatever Mackenzie wants. She wants to walk around and do, and no matter what we're doing, wherever we're at. Well,
Yeah.
then this little kid wants to go with them, and so she decided she's going to start charging people. So we were at the expo.
I don't think she decided. I think they just voluntarily gave her money.
Well,
I don't think she charged
said,
anybody.
no, she was making a joke when we were at dinner for Natalie's birthday, and she said, talking about Ransom, he can hang out with me for $5 an hour. And I said, Mackenzie, she said, well, he can. That'll give me some spending money. Well, next thing you know, she
came home from Oklahoma with more money than she took with her.
I know.
And she bought them kids snacks and drinks both days.
I said, where did you get this money? Well, so-and-so's mama gave me money, and so-and-so's mom. Mackenzie, she said, I didn't ask them for it, but she loves the kids as much as she says they get on her nerves. She loves being able to boss
Well,
kids
there
around.
was one point where she had like 8 with her.
She did.
Looked like
Mother Duck walking around out there. Kids, she'd make them line up behind her and zigzag around out there.
But she was buying them like snacks and drinks and stuff out of her money. And then the parents started paying her back and then giving her extra for watching them. So she come home from Oklahoma with more than she took.
She did. And everybody had good snacks. So
yeah. I was like, Rhett, where'd you get that? Sister bought it.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Well, then so-and-so would walk up. Hey, I gave her. There was a couple different times that she told me what she had spent. I said, look, I'll give it back to you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But then their parents found out, so they paid her back. I was just going to give her the money and told her to just be quiet.
Yeah.
So just don't say anything about it. I'll give you the money back and it'll be fine.
Wow. And I trust her.
Wanda says she's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Kevin says she did a good job.
She did. And that's just her nature. That is her nature. She has always got kids, and she likes being bossy because that's just her personality. So it just comes people. She does like being bossy. They just flock to her, and she likes that. She likes them loving on her and carrying on with her.
You say Janet's question.
She doesn't get overwhelmed with all those kids. She did. But not enough. But not enough for her to say, I don't want to do this. She would just tell them, come on, we're going inside. Or come on, we'll go over here. And they'd all follow her over there, wherever she was.
Mary said she had a crew following her every video she saw.
Yeah, that's right. Parents thankful to have someone they trusted keeping the littles occupied. That's right. That's exactly what it is. And these kids, what we told her is these kids can, if there's an issue, because like in Oklahoma, all those kids are on social media. Right. Their parents are on social media. And like Cassie and I told Ransom, just because people talk to you doesn't mean they're mom and daddy's friends. And that gave them somebody that they could look to kind of step in if they need to.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Mackenzie would be like, don't talk to them.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people there that know their names. Right. Like, just because they know your name
doesn't mean you can be best friends with them.
Right. So Mackenzie kind of was that filter.
Yeah. And she's good at that. She'll be quick to step in between them. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't even know. We just, look, our kids ain't even here and we're talking about them.
Well, we were just filling people in on their personalities.
Yeah.
I think they get a full dose of Rhett's personality.
and Rhett's the baby, and he's all. It's kind of like Houston. Houston's in the middle of everything because that's Houston's personality.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of how we are. Rhett, Chance, he wants to participate when he wants to participate.
But he don't really care.
You know, nah. Like sometimes he's like, "Oh, I want to help do this," and that's when you're like, "Come on, you can help if you're gonna help."
Yeah.
And Rhett, he's just Mackenzie's like, I don't want to. And Rhett's like, in your face, I'm going to do it my way. I don't even know how to pour the concrete in the hole, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know?
Can I pour it? No, buddy. It's a 50-pound sack. You can't pick it up.
He said, I'll just knock it over.
Can I pour the water?
Yeah.
Yes, you can pour the water. I will hold the level. You don't know how to read the level. But he wants to do it.
Right.
So he's used to it. Londa said we didn't mention food not even one time. How's she gonna know what to eat for dinner? Well, Zoe dropped the kids off at church and brought us back Sonic. So
yeah,
that was the extent of that.
Sunday we grilled out, or we had cooked out for Easter that day, and we cooked lots of food for the week. And the kids were eating at church, and I said, can we go get something? Because I'm kind of tired of the leftovers. We'll do leftovers
That
for
she
kids.
wanted for all week.
I know. I do it every time. By the time Wednesday comes, I'm like, I'm tired of eating the same meal over and over again. So, Sergeant Tom said, did y'all have storms last night, too? They had tornadoes in Georgia. We did.
Yep, we got them before they got over there. Same ones.
Oh, I got to go get the kids.
Yeah, it's time to wrap up.
It is. I've got to go pick them up from the church. Well, we have had a lot of fun with y'all. And Londa's having grilled cheese. Add you a bowl of tomato soup.
And the next time y'all see me, I will either be well or have gone to the doctor.
That means he ain't waiting until Monday. Because they'll see you on Sunday.
Oh, crap. I lied because I'm not going to Monday.
You didn't lie. You were speaking it into
No, I
existence.
lied because I said if I'm not well, I'll go Monday. But I forgot we'll have another live on Sunday. So I'll just have to get well before then.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Wednesday night preachers at church. I can go mix me up one of them whiskey things they was telling me about.
I'm going to go to church. Tell him Nick's home drinking them whiskey concoctions. Drop Nick off at the emergency room. Tuck and roll, baby.
Are you going to wrap up?
Yes. All right, guys. We will see y'all in a few days on Sunday.
Video on Saturday.
Yep. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.